Okay, Focus Entertainment just dropped a new video detailing the highlights of the upcoming updates to close out 2024. The big one is the unveiling of the Hierophant Bio-Titan, along with a small tidbit of how the operation has us fight that Titan. So that Titan is going to be part of that new operation dropping. Hierophant Titans are the most common form of Tyranid Bio-Titans. They are the equivalent of the Imperium's war machines known as Titans. So it's going to be an interesting way of how they implement that into the game. When it was mentioned as a teaser of how the new enemy type was going to change how we fight bosses, not much could be taken away from that statement as to how the mechanics would work or how exactly it would change how we fight a boss. Currently, the only actual boss fight is against the Hive Tyrant. Thousand Suns did try to have their own version of a final boss, but it's more of a capture and destroy with an AoE attack that has you finding cover. But we never actually engaged the boss in a direct fight. No shooting and no melee. It's very underwhelming, and I don't consider it to be anything more than a slight annoyance. Capture a point and defend yourself against small hordes and a couple of heretic Astartes here and there. Very difficult to fail that mission at all. With the Hierophant, it looks like one player will have to use a targeting module of some kind and aim it at the Titan. Bio-Titans are massive tanks constantly absorbing tons of heavy firepower until they're killed. They do this to keep said firepower from targeting the weaker Tyranids, so that may or may not play a factor in the operation itself, but we'll see how it works. It looks like the artillery strikes against the Titan will be done in waves, and might have to adjust your aim to follow the path of the Titan as it will be moving across the battlefield. And it also looks like you're going to have to aim multiple laser strikes at it, and I think if you miss, obviously I think that might come into play too. If too many of those artillery strikes miss, that may or may not end up resulting in us eventually failing the operation, but again, gotta wait and see how that's going to work out. Now, it does give me the impression that the fight might be more of a siege type battle with us being on the defense. Whether we will be falling back to another defense point or if it's more of a last stand remains to be seen. In any case, this will be the highlight of the year, at least until the Horde mode drops. Horde mode in particular will have to be far better than what it was in the first game. Only time will tell. The Horde mode in the original Space Marine was very, very basic. I think it'd be so basic as to say it'd be a crime to actually put that version of Horde mode in this version of the game. So I'm really hoping that they make some adjustments to it. Obviously, I'm really wanting to see them add the orcs, as they were the main focal point of the game. They were the main antagonist basically of the first game until Chaos kind of came around. I think it was Khorne. I think it was the forces of Khorne that we fought in the first Space Marine. I think Nemeroth was a follower of Khorne. I can't remember, but this time around, Thousand Suns, obviously they're followers of Tzeentch, and Tzeentch's forces, they could work in a very good Horde mode, but with them having a lot of shields, sometimes fighting them in melee is kind of more of a bore, so you really have to break down their shields before you can actually kill them. So it's always best to kind of fight them at range. So again, fighting Chaos forces this time around just isn't fun. If you're not fighting Nids, you're not really enjoying the game. So, but again, time will tell. Hopefully, Horde mode becomes a really, really solid portion of this game to end out their battle map. They did tease that there's going to be, looks like a 2025 battle map. They just had blurred out stills. It does look like they already have something planned, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Now that kind of does it for this video. They did mention the Volkite pistol, but no gameplay was shown, only what it looks like. And they showed off all the variations, so the basic, Mastercraft, Artificer, and Relic. Doesn't look too bad, and it was shown on the Tactical Marine, but hopefully it's not limited to just the Tactical Marine. Hopefully the Volkite pistol is available for every single class, because that's kind of an issue right now with the game, is some classes can have access to some weapons, whereas other classes can't access those same weapon types. But hopefully it's available to every single class. They also did show off the Dark Angels Champion Pack, but I just wanted to talk about the Bio-Titan. I think new enemy types will always be the cherry on top. The Dark Angels Champion Pack, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's only available for people who bought the Season Pass, has the Gold Edition of the game, or whatever the final edition of the game is, the Legendary Edition, the $100, $120, whatever it was. If it's more than $100, you're gonna get the champion pack with that, as well as the gold edition. People who bought it, I'm not gonna be able to get it, unfortunately, because I don't have the battle pass or the season pass. I don't think it's worth it because I don't really care for Dark Angels cosmetics in particular. But they did tease that more Space Marine chapters will be coming, so that's kind of a plus. But anyway, I'll keep it short here. Bye.